I'm going to start this video by going over the Billy Lovelady shirt information. And here in the Martin film, we are told that this is Billy Lovelady. We are supposed to believe that this is Billy Lovelady. I'm not sure who's telling us that, but that's certainly what we're supposed to believe, that this is Billy Lovelady and he's wearing that reddish plaid shirt. And we are supposed to believe that Doorway Man, who certainly is wearing Billy Lovelady's face, is also wearing this shirt. And here, in black and white to compare it, is probably a fairer comparison. We're supposed to believe that these two fellows are wearing the same shirt and that they're both Billy Lovelady. And we are also supposed to believe that this is Billy Lovelady, again wearing the same shirt on the day of the assassination, in the squad room of the Homicide and Robbery Bureau as Oswald is being brought in. Same man, same shirt. And these are photographs from the 1970s of Billy Lovelady allegedly wearing the same shirt. Years later, the same man wearing the same shirt. And if we compare the latter-day photograph on the left with the assassination day photograph on the right, we are supposed to believe that this is the same man in the same shirt. Now, to me, the guy on the right on assassination day looks like he's a lot fatter than the guy on the left. Of course, people can lose weight. But if that's the same shirt, it shouldn't look so snug on him in the 1970s. In fact, it looks looser on him when he's fatter in the 1960s. But I'm not going to get too far off on that. I want to stick to the shirt rather than the man. We are supposed to believe this is the same shirt, and I think it credibly looks good enough to say that it probably is, if you can believe the man wearing it is the same. And now we have this March 2nd, 1964 FBI document, which was written up on February 29th, 1964, of an interview with Billy Lovelady. And in this document, it says, Lovelady advised that on the day of the assassination of President John F. Kennedy, November 22, 1963, at the time of the assassination and shortly before, he was standing in the doorway of the front entrance to the Texas School Book Depository Building, 411 Elm Street, Dallas, Texas, where he is employed. He stated he was wearing a red and white vertical striped shirt and blue jeans. And the FBI photographed him wearing that shirt, and indeed it is vertically striped. Presumably it's red and white, and it certainly is not the shirt we see in all of that other photography I just showed. So according to this FBI document and the FBI photographs, Billy Lovelady was saying he was not wearing that shirt that we are supposed to believe he was wearing. Now, I don't remember where I saw this, but I have seen or heard that this was a misunderstanding, that he didn't really mean to say that was the shirt he was wearing at the time of the assassination. And I have no doubt that it was a misunderstanding. But there you have it. Why is Billy Lovelady wearing this shirt as if it's the one he wore on the assassination? Why does he tell the FBI he was wearing this shirt on the day of the assassination? And now I'm going to play some of this old video of mine, which has suddenly become popular. Probably somebody has embedded it somewhere, I imagine. And so that caused me to start watching it again a little bit. I watched it a few more times. And then I became aware of something that I've seen before and dismissed. But this time I decided to look into it a little more thoroughly. Now, the idea of that video is that this guy walking out is the Oswald imposter. I haven't made a talkie video about this. It's just a music video. But that's the idea. This is the other Oswald, the imposter Oswald, the Harvey or whoever. Walking out is the idea. I'm not sure that's true. But anyway, notice the shirt this guy's wearing. It's a striped shirt. It's white and some other color. But the reason I dismissed this idea is because you look at this shirt, they're horizontal stripes, or at least it appears to be a horizontally striped shirt. When he first comes out, you can't see the front of it. But here, when he's leaving the frame of the camera, it looks like it's a horizontally striped shirt. But look at the collar on the right side. It looks the same. You've got a dark stripe there, which I'll call red. Can't tell in black and white. And you've got white on the bottom and white on the top. In both of them. We don't have exactly the same angle on it here, but they're perfectly consistent. That is, it's white on the bottom, red in the middle, and then up where it goes to the fold, it's white again. It's the same in both pictures. And this is a shirt being worn on the day of the assassination, with somebody coming out of the Homicide and Robbery Bureau. And in this frame of the film, when he's first coming out of the door, you can't see the front of the shirt, the full front of it. You can see this part near his right shoulder, and it looks like there's a vertical stripe on there. Now, it looks like it's too high. It looks like it's on the shoulder itself. But nonetheless, we've got something here that looks like a vertical stripe. And in this following frame, you can see the same thing on the left side. Something that looks like a vertical stripe. And this moves with him. It's not something on the man behind him. And if you look on the right shoulder, they look very similar. We don't get the best angle to compare, of course, but on the left we have Billy Lovelady with the FBI, and on the right the guy coming out of the Homicide and Robbery Bureau. And it doesn't look exactly right, but it looks like you've got a dark line on both that's going horizontal on the back side of the person, and the white getting wider on the right side here toward the front. It looks very similar, and the differences could simply be a matter of lighting and camera angles and that sort of thing. I'm willing to believe it's the same shirt, but is it Billy Lovelady? I don't know. I think it could be Billy Lovelady. What does it mean if Billy Lovelady is coming? Well, it would mean then that the guy sitting in the office, in the squad room, it would mean that guy is not Billy Lovelady, because they're not the same guy, I'm pretty sure. That is, the guy coming out is not the same guy sitting down inside. But I'm not sure it's Billy Lovelady. So it could be that Billy Lovelady said he was wearing that shirt because he was wearing that shirt, not during the assassination, but when he left the Homicide and Robbery Bureau, he was wearing that shirt. Possibly. And that would mean they're trying to hide the fact that that's Billy Lovelady, and maybe that's why it was so difficult to get photography of him later. Because maybe the guy out in front of the Texas School Book Depository and the guy sitting in the police office, maybe they're not really Billy Lovelady, and of course the conspirators would know they're not, and so they might want to try to hide the real Billy Lovelady so that we would accept that the caveman Billy Lovelady, I think as Ralph Cinque used to call him, we would be willing to accept that is Billy Lovelady and it's not the actual Billy Lovelady. That could be one explanation. That is, if Billy Lovelady really is wearing that shirt and coming out of the Homicide and Robbery Bureau office, it could be because he's not the caveman Billy Lovelady, and they want to hide that fact from us, so they don't want us to see the real one. So I think that's a possibility. This could be the real Billy Lovelady being spirited out of the police station, and the caveman is somebody else who is unidentified, but who served a purpose visually that they want to preserve by hiding the real one. But it also could be that it's not Billy Lovelady coming out of the office, that he merely said that he was wearing this shirt and was photographed with it in order to explain the guy coming out of the office if he had to be explained. That is, if somebody like me, for example, said, "Aha, there's Harvey," they could say, no, that was really Billy Lovelady. Here we have this photograph of him wearing the same shirt. So I think that's a possibility too. And in that case, they would be hiding the fact that this is the guy that was arrested at the Texas Theater in the balcony and taken out the back door, as Warren Burroughs and Bernard Hare are quoted saying by Jim Douglas. Now, Bernard Hare said the man was dressed in a pullover shirt and slacks. The shirt being worn by Billy Lovelady does have buttons, but it does look like it's a pullover shirt. It comes straight down to the waist there, and the buttons, at least, are not open all the way down. And I would wager they don't go all the way down, though you can't be certain from this photograph. But that's what it looks like. Usually a pullover shirt would end like that on the bottom, and not a button-up shirt. So if Billy Lovelady is wearing the shirt that the guy arrested at the theater was wearing, then this will be consistent with Bernard Hare's description of the shirt. So I don't know, really. I'll just have to give it some more thought.